Serviceberries.
Look how thick they are. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Serviceberry, man, they're so abundant. They're like one of the most abundant berry in the US. On the left is the lookalike, on the right is the Serviceberry. Check him out, guys. We are back in one of our Serviceberry spots. It is late July and the Serviceberries are just starting to get ripe. If you watched our other video on wild tending, where we were out here spreading seeds around from wild edibles, you saw that that's kind of when we figured out that they were getting ripe. So we decided to come back now a few days later, brought our blickies, just some food grade buckets so that we can easily harvest a lot of them. And we're gonna work our way up this brush line and just try to find as many ripe Serviceberries as we can and get picking.
Yeah.
Right. So let's go. Lindy, what are you doing?
They keep going in my ears.
The what?
The flies.
Oh man, you and the flies. How are we gonna get over this?
They go
Fly
inside my
hatred.
ears. That's the thing. If they would just like go around
You
me.
really should stop putting honey in your ears.
I don't know what it is and why they do it, but like.
Learn to love the fly. Lindy spotted this bush from quite far away.
Serviceberries.
Look how thick they are. Holy moly.
Yeah.
There's so many Serviceberries.
This is sick berry, bro.
Yeah. So many are not ripe yet. The red ones are definitely not ripe. But these dark purple ones, like the ones Lindy is snacking on,
Yummy.
are super ripe.
The forager's drum.
So they will actually go from like kind of like a greenish white color to that red, and then to blue, and then dark purple. And when they're ripe, they're going to be easy to pluck off the branch and quite squishy. You know, that's kind of when you know it's the best time to harvest them. Now we're like Serviceberry excited right now, so we're out here already while they're not all ripe yet. But that's okay, because we love Serviceberries and we don't want to miss the season.
That would be a good t-shirt. We're berry excited.
Very excited. I'm very, very, very excited. So let's get picking. I'm happy we got the blickies now. That's gonna make harvesting these so much faster.
You mean our buckets?
Buckets. Oh man, look at this. Seeding Serviceberries right off the bush. Ooh, they're sweet. There's already some raisins on here.
I like raisins.
Serviceberries are great dehydrated. It's a great way to preserve them. Lots of sweetness when you do that. Coming your way. I think our goal is to kind of be here for like an hour and a half now. We'll see. So we'll see how many we can get. A lot of these look like, it looks like the bees or the wasps or something is getting them.
They've been eaten.
So right here is actually one of the shrubs / trees that looks like Serviceberry, but it's not. It's got very different leaves. They're a lot more glossier. And the bark is also kind of grayish, how Serviceberry bark is. But it's a lot more flaky and, you know, kind of like a shag bark hickory, if you know what that looks like. There's like actual pieces kind of coming off the trunk, off the branches and whatnot. But Lindy, if you come in closer here real quick, you know, the berries do look like Serviceberries a little bit. They also have, I forgot what it's called, but that stuff up here that apples do and rose family berries do. And they're very tough though, like you can't squeeze these. I know they're good like food source for bears, kind of like Serviceberries, but a Serviceberry, if you were to squeeze on them, they'd just explode. And they're also like really pokey. They got thorns on them, big thorns. So, not Serviceberry. So Lindy made a good point. Might as well show you the difference in leaves here. On the left is the lookalike, on the right is the Serviceberry. They both have serrated margins. If you can see that, hopefully it's focusing. This one's a lot more glossy on the back. They're both paler on the back. You can tell this one has a lot wider serration, or like bigger teeth, And the green is just a bit different. This one is a bit more muted, the Serviceberry. It's not glossy. And out here, I don't know which species of Serviceberry you have, but they're more rounder usually, the leaves. They can be more pointy and ovate like this one though. And then often the serration doesn't start until like halfway up the side of the margin here. This one's serrated pretty much all the way down. So that can vary from Serviceberry to Serviceberry species. But just so you know the difference in leaves, if you're out here in the Mountain West, you'll run into this look-alike a lot. We're gonna go into the darkness.
Come with me and you'll see so many berries.
Underland, watch out for bears.
I'm the only bear in this forest. Well, there might actually be other bears. I'm hoping I'm the only bear in this forest.
I feel like we might or we might not find anything down in here.
This is fun. Look out for the pokey pokies.
Yeah. I'm getting just absolutely hammered here by the pokey pokies.
What are you doing?
I'm stuck. Ah! My hat. Oh god, my hat's getting destroyed. It's one of my favorite hats, guys.
At least it's not your hair.
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to come in here. Do you see any berries, Lindy?
No.
Let's get back out of here.
Follow me.
What do you see?
A cool pathway. I feel like I'm a hobbit. I'm a stuck hobbit.
I'm too tall for this.
Crawl, baby. You made it!
Yay! The light at the tunnel. Oh, and Serviceberries. Look at that. It
Berries.
was worth it. Get picking.
One for me, one for the bucket. Public service announcement. Most important thing. When you're walking through wildflowers, don't touch them. They hurt.
Especially these kind of
A
wildflowers.
lot. This field is nuts.
So many thistles. My God.
Ow.
Should come and see if these are the ones you can harvest the roots from.
This is why we wear pants. This
And more.
thing.
I wear metal underwear. Like chainmail.
Like a chastity
Yeah,
belt?
yeah. When I go forage, I wear... No. When I go forage, I wear chainmail. Underwear.
Spilling the tea on the year of plenty.
Let's keep moving.
Huzzah.
So serviceberries are one of my absolute favorite berries. People always rave about huckleberries and blueberries. Those are great berries too, but serviceberry, man, they're so abundant. They're like one of the most abundant berry in the U.S. And Native Americans knew that. You know, they wild tended these for sure, and they were a very important part of their food system. Still are today. And they grow all over the U.S., but are definitely more abundant in the northern half, you know, of the U.S., here in the Mountain West and the Midwest. They're also called June berries, or in Wisconsin at least. And I don't know why, because they don't ever like get ripe in June. Out here they usually start end of July into August, and I have seen them during archery elk season pretty ripe, so that's September. Early September. But people still call them June berries. They're called serviceberries, actually, from what I was researching, because it's like named after an Old English plant that's very similar called Serviceberry. So eventually it became Serviceberry here in the U.S. So just some fun facts about the berry. Definitely a great one to get into, and I just want to show you, we talked about the leaves, but let me show you the bark quick, because Serviceberry has a very smooth bark, as you can tell. Very smooth bark. And it's usually like grayish brown like this. And lots of branching going on in a shrub like this. They are usually either very low growing, like we have right here. We get some really low growing ones. And then they kind of turn into a big shrub like this. But they can also be a big tree, actually, like serious tree. And I've seen them all. Maybe while we're out here we might find some really low growing ones. So I've seen them out here where they're just like growing underground in a field. And it's like, holy crap. Just walking through a prairie and all of a sudden there's Serviceberry like knee high. It's kind of cool. So if we have time, we get up there where I know that that's kind of the case. I'll show you guys. For now, let's keep picking. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the flavor. Flavor can vary from species to species. I've only had good ones ever. I've heard there are some that aren't really worth your time. So I guess sample whatever bush, tree you're looking at or harvesting from. And you know, if you got the good ones, it should be super sweet. And then Serviceberries, they also have these really crunchy seeds. I don't know how to describe them, but there's some seeds in there.
It's almost like a chia seed.
Yeah, like a chia seed. They're totally edible, but they taste like almonds, like marzipan, if you've ever had that. And it's a really pleasant flavor. So later on, we're going to show you how we freeze these, and then I'm going to also talk a bit about what you can do with them in the kitchen, how to preserve them, and all that. So stay tuned for that.
And then all these berries, I get them all.
We found one shrub here now that's just absolutely loaded. I mean, there's still a lot of unripe ones, but there's really good ripe ones. Here, let me help you. Oh, I just got smacked in the face.
By me?
And actually, no, with one of those thorny lookalikes. Jesus Christ, I could have been blinded right there. You would have had a cyclops as a partner.
Well,
Man,
I'm just kidding.
just want to just talk real quick about what you can do with these. For one, these berries are amazing dehydrated, like really good dehydrated. They're also great in pemmican. That's one of their traditional uses by Native Americans. And then you can also can them, kind of turn them into like a jam and all that. That's great to do. Spread them on some sourdough bread that way. And, turn them into a chutney. I mean, there's so many uses for these. I would say my favorite thing to do, and we'll try to do it in this video. If not, we'll make it a separate video, is to take them and mash them up with a potato like masher, you know, the thing you make mashed potatoes with. And they're actually a pretty meaty berry. Like, they are juicy but not super juicy, so you can form them nicely into patties, like burger patties, and then you can dehydrate them in a dehydrator in the sun, and you have like little dried fruit patties. Great snacks and just super duper tasty. So I think that's what we'll be doing with these. But, you know,
With whatever makes it home.
yeah, whatever you want to do with them. Oh, what did you say?
With whatever makes it home.
Yeah, because Lindy, you got to protect these from Lindy, these berries.
They're just so good.
They are so good. Yeah, I mean, if you guys have any creative uses for berries in general or Serviceberry, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to get inspired, because there are so many ways to use berries. Great ways to use berries. Did I forget anything, Lindy? What else? I mean, that's just a...
You can peel them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Peel them? What do you mean by peel them? Like juice them?
No, I was doing like a potato.
Oh. I don't get
I
these
am
jokes.
STEM-wise.
I sometimes don't get these jokes.
It's okay.
It's okay. My jokes are also, most people probably don't get them.
Nobody
People
gets them.
watching at home.
Ew. Sharp.
So much to pick. Man, when you find these bushes and they're ripe and they're loaded like they are this year. They're like boom and bust cycles with berries. This year seems to be a really good berry year, so I'm super pumped about that. We've already been seeing strawberry wild ones pretty early, grouse whortleberries.
I gotta get in there.
Yeah. All right. See you once we're done picking. I think I talked about most of what I wanted to share with you, but we're also gonna show you how much we get at the end. Then I'm gonna show you how I like to freeze them. Check it out, deer and fawn, cute. What do you think?
They're super cute.
Now they're gone.
Believe it or not, just a second ago we had a skunk too.
Yep. We had a skunk go after waffles.
Yep.
I heard him make a loud noise and I'm like, holy moly. What was that? And then the smell came and
But the dog is not sprayed.
we got so lucky. Yeah.
When does that happen?
All right. That's what all the seeds look like, guys. All right. So we're done for the day with our Serviceberry picking. We
And
picked
eating?
a good amount. Yeah, I think it's been like an hour and a half now that we've been here.
Yeah.
About an hour and a half. So let's see what we got. Let me just switch the camera quick. Nice. Wait, let's see it again. That's a good amount.
Thanks, man.
I got about the same. Pretty similar. Let's dump this into yours to see what we got. Hang on, if it's possible.
Yeah, I can dump them.
Alright, we're going to try to do this dumping here. ASMR. Here we got our combined harvest. Check him out, guys. Yeah, check out the berries. You can see in the front, they have almost these little, I don't know what to call them. When they're unripe, it's better to see. There's a botanical term for what's on the tip here. But it's kind of like an apple. You'll see that on apples, and you'll see it on rose. I think it's all the rose family that has that. So that's something you want to be looking for with Serviceberry. And of course we got Serviceberry fingers. Yep. That means you did some work. That's right.
I'm surprised my mouth isn't purple.
It probably is. It will be if you eat the whole bucket. I dare you.
I could do it. You think I can't, but like 100%.
I'm not going to challenge you because I want to use these berries for some other good stuff.
I would be happy to eat the whole bucket.
Oh, I know you would be. All right, pretty good day in the Serviceberry woods. Nice haul. Probably a good gallon here. You know, not bad. If they would have all been ripe, we would have probably done even better. But we're going to go back now and then show you how we like to freeze them. Hello. We're back home with the Serviceberries. It's like 5 days later now, actually. Got busy again and just stored these in the fridge. I know Lindy went through and watched some movies and took all the little sticks and leaves out, but they're still holding up pretty good. There were only a few in there that looked weird. So next step to preserve these, if you want to freeze them, is to get cookie sheets and literally just dump your Serviceberries on these sheets and then take them to the freezer. So let's do that here. Man, I love the color of Serviceberries. Here's a crappy one. Now we're gonna probably need another cookie sheet here. We've got a lot of berries this time. But you don't want to overfill these because you don't want them to stick together when they freeze. But we do it like this in a cookie sheet because they're gonna all freeze individually, and then you're not just gonna have one big clump of them in the freezer when you're taking them out to thaw. It's a lot easier that way to just like reach into your bag like, oh, I'm making a dessert today. I want some Serviceberries. You can literally reach into your bag of frozen Serviceberries and just take out however many you need. Let me grab, we already have a batch frozen. Just let me grab it it quick just so I can show you what I mean. So here is a bag of already frozen Serviceberries. You can see they're not sticking together. You can literally take them out and they're like marbles, you know. You can eat them frozen, like a frozen grape almost, or just fill however many you need. So I got some more cookie sheets. We're running out of big ones. Hopefully this will fit. The rest in here. But yeah, all I'm gonna do next is put these in the freezer overnight, and tomorrow morning we're gonna put them in bags like this, and then put those bags back in the freezer. You know, label them so you know when you harvested them. But that's it. Awesome way to preserve these, and then in a future video we're gonna show you how we use these to make one of our favorite Serviceberry treats, which are Serviceberry patties, dehydrated Serviceberry patties. That's for another video though. Thanks for watching.